On day 8, a challenge arose. I needed to get back to that state I was feeling on those intense meditations. It was really important for me to be in that place where nothing mattered except the divine state I was in. I looked around the room and saw that everyone looked like they were already there. At the end of the day, we all went back to the discourse, and that was when Gohenka answered my question I had on the teachings and practices. I learned on the intellectual mind that I had another craving and I wasn't satisfied with what was. The idea of longing created misery of wanting to get to a place. The type of craving didn't matter. It was the fact of wanting something. He said, "It is a bottomless bucket. You cannot fill it." I got the aha moment at that instant, and now it was the time to go from understanding to practicing the experience of these teachings of non-attachment towards craving and just being. The beautiful noise of the bell ringing woke me up into reality of what was to come. I left my room at 4 a.m. with my eyeglasses in my hand. As I got to the bathroom mirror, I stared at the fact that it was time to start shifting my attention from the internal to the external world. So I put my glasses on and I went inside the meditation room to complete the transitioning. We could then talk after breaks, but still keep noble silence during the meditation hour. On our first break, it was difficult to stop talking. After being silent for 8 days straight, I realized I had improved my listening skills and I wanted to listen more and talk less. When you go through something together and share a certain experience, you become closer with your friends. The judgments I placed on a few of the students during the beginning of the retreat were no longer there. I realized I had made up negative stories surrounding them without even talking to them. In fact, I had a better chemistry with the ones I was most against. We all had a powerful bonding moment that day and didn't want it to end. So much so, a handful of us didn't go back to sleep until 3:30 a.m. in the morning. Part of the challenge I was facing that day was balancing my emotions and focusing on my meditation while being excited about sharing my experience. I will miss everyone who drove and flew here for that specific event. Learning a new habit is hard, but managing old and new habits is even harder. The transition process is very challenging. Take this into account if you just started meditating. It doesn't mean that I meditate for 8 hours a day now that I'm back, but I definitely know the go-to state to make the most of my working in time. That experience was one of a kind, and it was hard to leave my new friends. Nonetheless, it was time to practice letting go. I didn't realize how much I didn't know about myself and the reality of the world. The numerous cravings I had no longer chained me. I felt a little freer. This experience helped me so much so I signed up to volunteer in cleaning the retreat up for the next class to begin. People ask me why I keep going from one masochistic event to another. One coworker of mine said I was wasting my time. Truth be told, I was broken and I needed a light bulb to shine on the parts of me that needed attention. These events allowed me to do that and helped me witness my unconscious behavior towards self. It inspired me to help others how to give back, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving back to you guys, teaching you. May the next people last as long as I did. Namaste.